Hey everybody, getting ready to smoke a boneless leg of lamb on my old Smokey electric smoker, and I thought I'd make a video showing you what I'm going to do. Got about a 5 3/4 pound boneless leg of lamb here from Australia, and I'm going to mix up kind of a rub slash marinade and slather it all on the inside and out and tie it up and then throw it in the fridge overnight, let it marinate just a little bit, and then I'm going to cook it on my old Smokey. So here's what I'm going to use in my marinade slash rub. I've kind of combined a couple recipes and tweaked a few things using what I like. You can use, of course, whatever you like, but this is what I'm going to do, and feel free to either follow it exactly or make your own. Doesn't matter. I'm going to use about a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. I'm going to use a couple tablespoons of Dijon mustard, about a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I'm going to use a teaspoon of applewood smoked sea salt. And let me tell you, if you haven't tried smoked sea salt before, you need to give it a shot because it's really good and it adds a nice extra layer of smokiness to whatever it is you're using it on. So I've really just started using it and I'm really enjoying it, so I recommend that. I'm going to use some freshly chopped rosemary, some chopped thyme, a couple tablespoons each of those. I'm going to use the juice and the zest of 1 lemon. And a whole mess of garlic. I'm going to mince that up, and as far as I'm concerned, you can never have enough garlic, and I might even add some more to that depending on how it looks when I cook it up. So, if you look at how your boneless lamb comes, it comes in a netting because when they take the bone out, they really kind of fillet it open to get the bone out. So, and they put the netting on there to kind of hold it all together. You can certainly leave that on. You can cook it with that on and just apply the rub to the outside of this. That's what it's made for. But I like to take that off and dry the lamb off really good and then kind of lay the inside open where they've cut the bone out and add my marinade slash rub to the inside of the meat, and then I'll tie it back up with some butcher's twine because it adds the flavor to the inside of the meat that it otherwise wouldn't see. So when I get this all done, I will update the video and show you how it looks before I stick it in the fridge, and then tomorrow we'll throw it on the old Smokey. So here's the marinade that's all chopped up and mixed and whisked together to ready to put on the lamb. Just thought I'd show you kind of what it looks like and the consistency. Now you can see I left mine kind of chunky. You can chop your herbs and garlic and lemon zest and whatnot up as fine as you like it. I like mine a little rustic, as you can see. So, but I gave it a taste and it's really nice. So I think this is going to go well on the lamb. Next step, slather it on the lamb. So be right back. Okay, I've got it all marinated and on the inside, and I've got it all tied back up. I'm getting ready to put it in a great big Ziploc bag and put the rest of the marinade in there and try and get all the air out and throw it in the fridge and let it sit overnight, and we'll be back tomorrow to throw it on the smoker. Okay, we're all set to put the lamb on the old Smokey. I'm going to use a mix of cherry wood and apple wood chips today. As usual, I don't soak my wood chips, and this is the amount I'm going to use. Probably more than I need, but I want to have enough because I'm not quite sure how long this lamb is going to take to smoke. I'm expecting somewhere between 2 and 4 hours. I don't know. We'll just watch the temperature and see how it goes. Trying to get it up to between internal temperature of 140, 145, somewhere in there. Nice medium rare to medium. Doing something a little different today. Got my PID temperature controller connected up to my old Smokey so that it'll be a little easier to maintain the temperature. This just basically has a temperature probe that I installed in the old Smokey, and it cycles the power of the heating element on and off, and that way I don't have to watch it as closely. And I'm going to smoke it at 225 today, so that's my goal. So I've got it preheating. I'm going to go inside and get the lamb, and then we'll come out and throw it on. Okay, I've got the leg of lamb on the smoker. You can see it's all tied up, and I've got a temperature probe in it. Keep track of the internal temp. Also got another one on the grate here I can have multiple temperature readings. I can keep in contact with what I'm doing, but I'm going to close it up here and we'll check back in an hour. Okay, it's been just under 2 hours. Took a peek at it at an hour, and it didn't really look any different than when I first put it on, so I didn't bother making a video, but now it's starting to show some progress. I thought I'd show you. Coming along. Still very moist, you see, don't need to baste or anything like that. And the internal temperature right around 127 degrees. So definitely got like another hour left. Look like it will land around 3 hours, but we'll keep going until she's up to 140 or so. Okay, here's the finished product. I ended up leaving it on the smoker for about 3 hours in total, and let it get up to around 140, 145. It had a little trouble making it even, depending on where I stuck in the temperature probe. I would get a high rating in some areas and a lower rating in others. It reinforces the importance of tying it up really tight, but I think it came out okay. And then I brought it in and wrapped it in foil, let it rest for 30 minutes, and then I stuck it under a broiler for about 6 minutes to kind of brown up the top a little bit, give it a nice crispy crust, and I think it came out really good. The slices are right around medium to medium rare, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm expecting it to taste great. So hope this video helps you guys out, and if you have any questions, just leave them for me down in the comments. One thing I forgot to mention before is that before I stuck it on the smoker is that I brought it out and let it sit on the kitchen counter for about an hour to 2 hours to let it warm up to room temperature, so that it wasn't putting it on the smoker ice cold. And anyway, another successful smoke on the old Smokey Electric. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.
Old Smokey from Texas is one of the oldest and most famous names in outdoor smokers. The Old Smokey electric smoker, also known as the Ready Smoke, makes the food smoking process almost too easy. It has a sealed lid to keep in the juices, so there's no need to add any water to keep the meat moist and flavorful. Another great feature is the flat top, which seals tightly during cooking to keep the smoke and flavor inside and reduces cooking time. 2 cooking racks and an adjustable heat control allow a wide variety of cooking times and styles. It's great for ribs, roasts, turkeys, briskets, fish, and vegetables. This product is of a simple design, assembles in minutes, and comes with everything you need right in the shipping box. You can't go wrong with an Old Smokey electric smoker.